Hello everyone, welcome to Gentlemen Gathering episode 14. Today we're going to be talking about a few key points and underlying aspects that I think young men should know, and that's generally what this Gentlemen's Gathering has been about. Although the first few episodes have been about working out and different muscle types, and we may get back into the gym later on in a little bit or sooner as things progress with my underlying injuries that aren't so serious but subtle. But I just want to look out for those and kind of stay true to myself and not necessarily stay humble, but stay focused on getting healthy, right? So that being said, I got a few key points that I want to hit on that I took from Patrick Bet-David teaching his son and how to be a leader as a young man, because in today's society, being a masculine man, you get torn down just for looking at somebody and having an opinion for yourself, right? And so we kind of get lost in understanding how to be a man, and especially for those who didn't grow up with a father, or those who didn't have a father around all the time, or their father neglected them, correct? So I kind of want to help young men with that issue that they might have, or not understand how to be a leader and be a role model to younger men as well as those around them, and how to respect and be a leader and grow into a strong masculine man, correct? So, Patrick Bet-David says, lead, respect, improve, and love, and these kind of go together. He also says this with his kids: courage, wisdom, tolerance, and understanding. All four of those adjectives, right? All four of those: lead, respect, improve, love, courage, wisdom, tolerance, and understanding all go a long ways, right? So let's start with lead. How can you be a leader today? How can you set an example and do the right thing when nobody's looking? Well, a simple thing that I do, I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm just giving an example of what I do, right, is open the door for an older lady or elder man walking through, and I don't need to be in a rush or anything. You should never be in a rush. It looks like you're hasty and necessary for time, right? You should never be in a rush. So that comes with being on time. Being a good leader, you're on time. You're early, not on time. I apologize. But open the door for somebody. It could be a leader. That's a little leader role, right? Open the door, or letting somebody in front of you, or setting an example, right? Those might fall into other things, correct? That's more so respect. I apologize. But leading, just setting an example. Doing the right thing when nobody's looking. And we just hit up on respect, improve. Well, when you notice you do something wrong, what will you do the next time? And I kind of want to move on to these fast, so as the listener and viewer want to learn, I just want to push that out there. So, if you want a little bit more information, I would highly suggest Patrick Bet-David. I'm a younger man, only 22 of age, but trying to improve of all these things, right? There are things that I know I need to improve on, so we brought out the notebook because I don't want to be like yesterday and just come out here and tell you to have faith in what you do and focus on what you need to get done, correct? And that comes with love, just believing that all the things you do are out for love and respect for others. To be a masculine man, you can't necessarily want things to go your way always, because that will never happen. There will be things that you enjoy, and there will be plenty of opportunities that things will go your way, correct? So, don't be weary in doing good. That kind of goes to yesterday's video. Galatians 6:9 in the Bible. It states, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." So that comes with love, respect, improving, and leading. Encourage and wisdom, tolerance and understanding kind of go more so with children whenever you're being a role model, or with your family or wife or kids, nieces, nephews, cousins, everybody, correct? So courage, being able to do the tough things. Wisdom, knowing how to do them correctly. or being wise in the choices that you may not understand how to do correctly. Correct? Or right. Let me stop saying correct. Tolerance. I took this one as tolerance as in, being able to handle stress correctly. Being able to handle the tough things, having a tolerance for not just, like pain tolerance, but having a tolerance for things that you need, but they're not being fulfilled. As that could be for sports, that could be for working out or mowing the lawn, having a tolerance for handling your stress correctly and understanding. This could go many ways. Understanding that you're not the only person with an opinion. Understanding that somebody has something to say just as much as you do, and understanding that they have feelings too. And I'm not sure exactly what Patrick Bet-David goes on to say about all of these a little bit too much, because he kind of just hits on them real quick. And he goes into further detail later. But I kind of took a side note of what I really thought they meant, and I just explained them to all of y'all. But let's move on a little bit after that, because these following notes go with these as well. And this is from the book by Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. You should always support their interests, right? That's being a leader. That's showing love. And that's being respectful too. Don't change necessarily what you want to nitpick and say to them, but you should always support their interests no matter what it is. Although it could be harmful. Hopefully it's not harmful to others, correct? So supporting their interests, no matter what it is, being supportive and being there for them, trying to do that, right? As long as it's not the wrong thing. So, don't criticize or condemn them. Condemning them will only allow them to resent you and not want to talk to you about certain types of things, no matter what it is. So having an open mind and being respectful and loving, right? And understanding. Be appreciative. You should always appreciate them for coming to you and talking to you. Like, you have your own sets of values and interests, and you could care less what somebody says about bananas, right? You don't really care for bananas. I don't really care for bananas, but oh my goodness, this person may love bananas and the probiotics that they get from it and the magnesium, potassium that they clearly know works best for them because they'll never get cramps if they eat a banana, right? That interests them, and you should be appreciative that they're telling you this information. Be loving, have courage to be a little different in what they say. And another one, arouse a person's eager wants. Dale Carnegie states that you should arouse an eager want with this person. If you're trying to influence somebody, you should arouse an eager want. So how can I get you to write down 5 things that you like about, let's say, food? We're on the topic of bananas. What's your favorite fruit? Well, that's an easy one. You like to eat. You may be really hungry right now, so I may go to you right before lunchtime and say, here, real quick, write down 5 favorite fruits that you like. And you could be doing a survey. This could be helpful for your survey. But you gotta put an eager want. Say, hey, I understand that you have 5 favorite fruits. If you tell me your 5 favorite fruits, I will give you your top 3. And the last 2 are for me to understand what other people have in common. Something simple on the lines of that. They may not be fully correct, right? But it's on the lines of that. Let's move off of this. I like being more natural and not saying too much of what's on my notes. I just like to read them a little bit. Let's go back up top. Lead, respect, improve, and love. We should all make sure that we're leading a respectful role and improving whenever we mess up and catering to those that need the love just as much as we do. There are many things that we fall short of on a daily basis, no matter what it is, and some days we have good days. Some days we have terrible days. But most days are alright. Not all days are winning days. Not all weeks are amazing weeks, and it may be following months that aren't so good, and excuse me, there could be months that aren't really good neither, but if you continually show up into that leading role and you allow yourself to be responsible for your actions, you will continue to show up for yourself and get those things done. Have an understanding for those issues, and those tough times, and like we said in the Bible, Galatians 6:9, be weary, right, of all the good things that are to come, even when you don't believe they're going to come. It'll happen. You need to give it time, be patient, be loving, be caring, have courage, have wisdom, have tolerance, be understanding, lead, respect, improve, and love. So if we can hit on those 8 things, right, I'll say it one more time. Lead, respect, improve, and love. Courage, wisdom, tolerance, and understanding. Patrick Bet-David says it best, but I will say it in a simplified way, because I'm still new to this, still developing as we go, right? I'm not a full-blown grown man that's a candidate in a state or anything. I'm just one of y'all. And we're all growing. And we're all understanding different things at different times. And I think you can do it. You just gotta focus. Put determination, discipline into it. All that being said, stay true to yourself as you go about learning new things, new subjects and new topics, and respect those around you. And if you want something out of them, arouse an eager want. Learn about their interests. Be appreciative for them to be able to come to you and tell you these things, right? Not many people want to tell you certain things. So be appreciative. Do not criticize them or condemn them. It will only allow resentment. And resentment is not something we want. We do not want them to be against us. We want them to be with us. We're supposed to be a leader. Show love and respect. Have a wonderful night, evening, day, morning, workout, day at work. However you may spend your day. Enjoy it. Stay healthy and be safe. Thank you.